Checking in at the Detroit Championship here with team number 4253, Raid Zero, coming in from Taiwan. I'm here with Jonathan and Sharon. We're going to talk a bit more about the robot behind the bumpers. Now, this is a team, by the way, 2 regional wins this year, plus a Chairman's Award win. You guys are absolutely on fire here. So tell me a little about your competition season. You guys are coming in from Taiwan. You went to Australia. You went to Hawaii. Tell me a little about your travel so far this year.
So we've been to 3 regionals this year. We went to Central New York, Hawaii, and Australia. And this is the most number of regionals we've been to in 1 year. I think we're doing pretty well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And your robot, by the way, is performing really well, and we'll get to your chairman's a little bit too. So, Jonathan, tell me a bit about your robot. What are some things you're really proud of? I'm just going to have you take the mic here and kind of lead us through.
One thing that I'm pretty happy about with the robot this year is the speed at which it can operate. So our lift here can go from bottom to top in 0.8 seconds. Originally, that time was around 1.8. And the mechanical team was pretty happy with it, but the design team said, no, it must go faster. Which is a surprise to us because normally it's the mechanical team making the calls like that. So we added constant force springs. You'll see a lot of teams with this big coil of constant force spring coming from the top and leading to the bottom of their lift, and it's a razor sharp edge. Our mentor was experimenting with one and got cut all the way down to the knuckle, and that really sucked. So we have these negator motors, and essentially it's the same concept with the constant force spring, except it's led out with this steel cable here to make it a lot more safe. And we have 10 pounds of constant force lifting up the intake. We have 15 pounds lifting up the frame for the second stage. And that gives us a kind of like a neutrally buoyant in air effect for the lift. So it'll stay wherever you put it, and again, the speed is greatly increased. We have just a 3-to-1 ratio for our lift, and it's powered by 2 775 motors. Another thing I'm pretty happy about for the bot is the programming this year. We have lots of autonomous cases.
You guys have a great autonomous.
Yeah, this last match we just pulled off I think it's like a 3rd or 4th double scale auto in a row that we've had at this competition. And we could do that from either side, to either side. We can also do a couple cubes. I think it's 2.5. Half meaning we'll grab onto the 3rd for the switch.
Another thing I want to discuss, you guys were the first team in Southeast Asia. You've been growing programs left and right, and the big thing about your Chairman's Award at the Hawaii Regional as well. So tell me a little bit more about, and you can grab the mic if you want to, tell me more about just kind of your impact you've been having in Southeast Asia and the world as well.
Yeah, so we started back in 2012, and we started in our basement of our school. Our first robot was made out of a bed frame.
Wow.
Yeah, and since...
Tell me about that a little bit, about a robot being made out of a bed frame.
So back in 2012, I think the kit of parts came with like materials for us to use, but we accidentally cut it and destroyed it. So
Cut the base
yeah,
right
we can't.
wow.
Yeah, so we had to recycle an old bed frame and it worked. Yeah, and
Very
we got
cool.
Rookie of the Year award, Rookie All-Star.
Yeah.
And actually went to champs that year.
All right, now let's talk about this year and the
right.
impact a bit for you guys.
Yeah, so since then we have Taiwan, FRC in Taiwan has grown to around 7 FRC teams this year. And
by the way, it's Taiwan first, not Chinese Taipei. Make a note of that.
Taiwan first, yeah. And this year we're trying to start around 24 new teams in Taiwan, so hopefully next year we'll have even more, and we're hoping to start a Taiwan regional as well.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, it would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. So as we wrap up here, one thing I want to ask you guys is just, over the years, you just told me from essentially a box frame mattress to this incredible robot, an incredible program you have here so far. What's been kind of the progress and sustainability for you guys throughout the years? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so in terms of sustainability for the team, I think it's really nice. We have a subdivision system on our team where we can maintain this chain of knowledge. We don't lose institutional knowledge because a lot of our team members will pass it down to the freshmen and the sophomores coming up. We have great outreach programs within our own school. We have a Girls in STEM program that is reaching out to the middle school and upper school, promoting STEM education and FRC to some of the girls around school. And also we have a Formosa VEX regional that we host in the school to promote this cooperation in robotics with the middle school and the upper school, so that the middle school students will want to join FRC as they transition into upper school.
So as we wrap up, last thing I want to ask you, you're at World Championship right now. It's an incredible experience. What's your favorite thing about Worlds here?
I think the food is pretty good.
The food?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food item you've had here so far?
There's like a mac and cheese sandwich.
Where is this?
It's like right.
Like here?
Yeah, it's like right outside right there.
I'm gonna go try that out later. Mike's found the camera nodding his head, by the way, too. So, well, best of luck to you guys. You guys have an amazing team. Raid 0 here at the Detroit Championships. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.